You realize most of the ladies that keep coming back for Oganamgamba, but how do you clean up? Yeah, I put my finger. Namgamba, stop it. You're just supposed to. The cleaning is like saws. You don't do an insertion. Someone can say, having long nails, how do you clean up?
Yeah, right.
Because I'm not meant to insert. Being wet and having a baby, Olondeko Chimu, really. So we would suggest that there are these supplements that we have for women that can help your body to cope up. Then sometimes the more you use the method, the more your body can sustain it and get back to normal.
It gets back to normal.
Yeah.
So even
So even the pills, you use them for 1 month, you might not be at your best, but by the time you reach month number 3, the body has copied up.
Residence Jesus Makutusako Luseke Nyama Nyama Kola Sente Weyagala edition
Where each and pan you like I know what's so can't pan you like Them going think we say
Kumina Satu Desema Kumi Bilabi Mwekano Kuyeye extra packing is pesi Okuingira Hami Tuala Bidi Meza milioni bidi So kumina Bezori Kuloga Tukulawo Ebyo Kuyane Ebyo Kunyasawa Bideze Jiro Itandi Kokubuna Mameza Gotana Bayimbe Abaluseke Nyama Nyama Kola Sente Weyagala edition Betedwa Musente Bileya Kasuku Live Biya Extra
We are wine, we are wine
All right. Hi, lovelies. Welcome to Love Life. My name is Doreen Nasasiral. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and of course, commenting, sharing. To see Matt thanking our sponsors, Walo CMT, and then our medical, of course, and then Nebazana Mulangira Furniture, and not forgetting. Thank you.
Hey, ice
cream Zabad. Nobody's cold. Those are Asiana Juniors get this thing, but it's okay, just in case. You want more? Eh?
Thank you. Saviet Wenga Bukekeleza.
Saviet Mukwano wera bidde. Bunga bukekeleza. All right. So nkomezaawo the beautiful. Tuli ku weekend sijja kwogera bingi. But she looks different. Webarekazi. Bakwetudde bonna bano baddoga babukekereza buubo. Akuweeredde ddala. But you look amazing.
Thank
Kakati.
you.
Festive plan chi. What's your plan? Ogerako mu kyalo, musigala mukola, bannansi musigala mukola. Simanyi, what's your plan? Oba tonamanya?
For the remaining time of the year,
Yeah.
I just have one project that I'm going to do. And I'm going to talk to the men about
What?
maternal health and seeking behavior. Most of them have
maternal health and seeking behavior.
Yeah.
Maternal health, that is about ebyakuzaala kyemmanyi, right?
Yes.
Ku bakazi baabwe. Then seeking behavior kitegeeza kya. What do you mean?
First of all, abami bano, they are the ones who make the biggest decisions in most homes. So they are not informed. Ojja kujja omugambe musawo yangambye okuddayo mu ddwaliro ng'alaba tekyetaagisa. Ojja mugamba let's go for family planning ng'alaba maybe you're cheating. Nabo gye bali aboogera bwe bati.
Wagenda family planning
Yeah, there is that myth. You're sleeping with other men.
Other men, that's why you want to go on family planning.
At your outside marriage. So we realized that these men, yes, they focused on making money and providing for the families.
bintu
tamanyi oba n'abaana bagema paka myaka emeka tamanyi oba kyetagisa n'okugema omwana.
ye kasaakola ogugwe guli.
So we believe that when men get this information, abalala balina questions in them, nga tebalina unanswered questions.
But let me ask, why don't you talk to the men? One of the questions chibagenda okubuuza is bagabagabira these days ebintu babigonzaamu. A woman alina okulinda even 6 months after kubanga bo bagamba banange babatulumya bagamba omwezi gumu omukazi abazzeewo aba bulungi baba beekoza ng'oli alina mindset eyo bagamba these days mbu ebintu babigonzaamu. I don't know what they mean by babigonzaamu.
Actually,
oba it's just a mindset of men. Oli nagamba zakakati waliwo eyakubira ne kumpewo nagamba zakati nze nninda emyezi omukaaga already nakatambuzako gumunendaba it's too much. Of course bamuvuma kumpewo sikyo bambaliddamu okuba essimu eyo naye bamuga oli musiru. Do you know the pain we go through? What is wrong with you waiting for 2 months or 3 months? Can't you just put it in your head? But for him, he was being honest. He was honest. So some of them still get confused. Does it depend on someone's body? Because my body is different from yours. Nizo kwanga ze maybe netaga 6 months. Waliwo olinga ye taga. Oba ye kakabwe kasi. Mbuna atya musajja abantu bano bakazi abagamba sakala musajja wange munaka.
musina ddawo tandaba.
You know?
But chobola bakati wano n'okwogera nabo. We want to encourage them to come along. When the husband is there in labor ward, even postnatal visits says or immunizations, ebuza imu nembibuza together. And usually when we assess the mother, nga maze okuzaala nga tumukebelako wansi n'omubuuza ebibuuzo byonna ebyo. When a man hears the midwife saying that ateledde asobola otandika nti oba tukyabulayo ebbanga, maybe he will believe it n'agumiikiriza. But usually omukazi amugamba sinatereera omusawo yaŋŋambye nga ye alaba olimba tekisoboka.
Thank you.
But currently nga bwe bagambye nti babigonzaamu okay today wabanga azadde bulungi natafuna wuzi ezo nnyingi nga sinse bulungi 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Nga ekyageza abalimba 3 months nga azadde bulungi abaali.
3 weeks, but we emphasize that it depends on the person, her comfort, but medically 3 weeks, but her psychologist sinzira how she's feeling and what she wants. Otherwise 3 weeks are okay. Cesarean section 6 weeks are okay. Yes. Yeah. But of course not rigorous sex. Yeah. To be gentle.
Be gentle.
6 weeks no.
Especially when they always say they don't know how to prepare women. Be gentle.
They don't know how to prepare women.
But they don't I don't have the time. Balimba. So then why don't you, as you're talking to them, are you going to talk about vasectomy or that is something that's, in my mind, because that's another form of family planning for men, right? Those men
currently muri child advocate bamugamba nawe balufuneko kye bakola.
Yes. Kubanga bayitako kuninegana. Kono muzabakyala zo zaagaana. Nazira bakokubala never use them katinga basajja bagamba nze abafiringa basajja be basinga n'okubiremesa nga bagamba bw'oteekayo it's uncomfortable omukazi abeera uncomfortable mbona abakazi amu ne beekwasa bibeera uncomfortable okay fine then nempulirako bagenda kweta family planning y'abasajja kino nakiwulirako last year I don't know simanyi gye byakoma saagitegeera gye bali bagala okuleeta kati vasectomy. Don't put it up, it's reversible. I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, there are 2 types.
There are 2 types.
Yeah, it is reversible, it is irreversible.
Waliwo permanent.
That is the most common.
Okay. Yeah, that's why most men bajitia. Okay, kutegedde.
Nga lwaki baba bagita nga gwe omukyala wakere kyanozaala abaana bana nomanya nti omaze lwaki nabo tebakkiriza nti nfunyeyo 10 bamala kale ng'omaze DNA.
To be sure tufuna kubaana
vasectomy nga toyinaako.
Munange waliwo I think yabawa this kind of like omanyi babatekamu fear and misconception. Some men be like kakati when nafuna vasectomy will I be performing the way I've been performing? Is there that scar too big? Is it permanent? Then others say, vasectomy. What doctor nagambo like when it comes to the climax bit, normally when they are climaxing, bagira Empale.
Wow.
How that is, how true it is. Okay, simple, but you know, then others, it seems Gundichi, my energy is gonna be affected, my performance. So there was that fear. So
now that sex for I think both actually for both men and women,
yes,
it's psychological. Starts with the mind.
Yeah.
Kati woba okoze vasectomy n'otandika okuba nga gwe olowooza you're no longer as good as you are, maybe you can start performing badly kitandikidde mu bwongo bwo. Yes, but then it's not true. The erection happens fully. Remember, an erection is all about blood supply, nothing else. So blood supply is still happening, meaning you'll have a full erection. And then about Empale, you know, we cannot see sperms. What we see is semen.
Yeah.
So these men still have semen, but it has no sperms.
Oh, so that's what happens.
Yeah, that's why a man can do it. Najo akana sirika and be with you for 5 years.
We're not gonna know whether we are pregnant. Oh, but yeah.
Because you used to see semen, so you cannot even relate that a man did vasectomy. You cannot know. Only he knows.
And I used to hear those stories way back then about what? I'm like, but how selfish can it be? What did you show your woman? By the way, I'm getting a vasectomy.
It's a back it for turns. But
again, I want to talk about this family planning issues, yeah? Waliwo munange binalinda bawo ku social media nga bagaba mbona abasajja b'ennaku zino. Wakasatu genda nti nomumaze okwebaka mwenna. Abasinga batambula ne contraceptives. Ajja ne kapiruke. Baabuyiga batya. The moment, bakyayagala bino. No, I mean, myself days, they don't allow. They don't believe. So after the act, akukwata n'akakoba bwati. Oyina okukamira ng'akulaba. To be sure. Naye ate ekiri funny. Waliwo era scenario yabaddewo in the same breath ng'oli agamba. Nange waliwo eyabimpa n'enkola ki? N'enkamira awo by force naye ate era ndi single mother. Badde bayibukolerawo. Remember, it's emergency pill, remember? That's only way probably. So I don't know what happened, but still, we ended up getting pregnant. So some people still get that bit of like, we still get, others say, I think those things don't work. We still get pregnant. Then on the other side, these days, the fact that they move with those pills. Wow.
If we are to talk about sexual intercourse and results of unprotected sex, today we are focusing on pregnancy and HIV, which is so true.
Yeah.
But do people know about the HPV, the one that causes cervical cancer?
HPV virus.
Yes, the human papilloma virus.
And is it true that it's the men who actually carry it?
Yes, they carry it to us. The ones who bring it from one person to another. Kakati, can we, as women, as we get into this festive season, I know, but we have results. This Singapore could just HIV and pregnancy, and by the way, cervical cancer is worse, and it comes later. Maybe you're above 55 years, and then it manifests. But maybe you got this virus when you're 25. So can we think about really bigger things that happen? Then naturally, by the time a man tells you, when you were talking and you were going to meet up, as a woman, I believe you knew that we're going to have unprotected sex, and there's a probability that I'm going to conceive.
True.
How about you having the pill yourself? How about you being on family planning? How about you suggesting a condom? Then pill. What if for you, you believe maybe Kubakati is such a man, I believe Takir is an I got an injector plan. Again, wakana. So let those men respect women's rights, really. That's not right.
It's your body.
Yeah, so let's normalize having these discussions before the actual sex.
So kitegeeza that virus batandika gikebera ku myaka emeka?
Okugema, tugema virgins. So according to
Virgins?
I'm going to say why, but according to the Ministry of Health, according to the Ministry of Health, we immunize 9 years to 11. So we believe they are not active sexually. But then, if you know very well that you are sexually active, you screen. So as long as you've ever had sex or you're currently having sex, we screen.
You screen.
The moment you're negative, we give you
the vaccine.
Yeah.
So if you've never had sex before, then that's when you can be able to get that injection.
But you know, maybe you can be going with your mom and then and for you very well no as she can, you know, screen there and then and at least but then we encourage that screening. At least when you're 45 years, you can do it every 2 years. Yeah, because we believe
when you're 45 years and above, every 2 years. So below 45, you can do every after how long? 5 years?
You can screen and get the vaccine.
Let me try to do it.
Process tell you what's the disease in the later years.
Yeah. And how much is that? Is the check? Is the thing that whole checkup? I'll try it out.
It depends. It depends. I cannot state, but of course, inquiries in all hospitals are free. So wherever you want to do it from, you can just inquire.
So this thing of like those people who take emergency pills and they still get pregnant. What do you think is the issue? Waliwo balinga bonga bagamu nembo wawirako babanze family planning bitezinkolako. Ezo pills tezinkolako like I'm very fertile. I don't know.
It's actually very bad that those that have gotten negative results are louder than those that have gotten positive results. It hurts.
But that's what happens in life. Whenever marriages, you know? Negative things are the ones that actually scream.
They make more noise. So this is even discouraging people, but these things work.
Yeah.
So you'll find out that those cases are like 2 out of 10. Because they've made the loudest noise, we shall not stop encouraging these pills because they work.
Yeah.
So, cycle you get to know your cycle.
The cycle.
And then I'll still emphasize that the ovulation day does not differ.
You talked about it.
Because this phase has 2. It has that time before ovulation and after.
Ovulation.
So the after ovulation differs with all of us. I can take 3 weeks, I can take 4 weeks. But this period from period to ovulation does not. So
that one remains constant.
Yeah, the moment you see your pills, trust me, you can calculate your ovulation.
Yeah. You can. Then you get to know when to use the pill and when not to use.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we are in this holiday makers of amanyi for them nange tubanyumiza bati embuto simu tubanyumiza. I know. But it's very sad. Oli nakulaga nti no emergency pill administer every day. Like you katima go midwife, like what are those like dangers? Omuntu zayinza okufuna katenga baba wala bato. For them they think Charlie muto. Instead of taking the other normal pills of every day.
Talking of young girls who are sexually active.
Yes.
I would want to say this to the young girls out there. When we say young, through the government rules, we mean 18
and above.
Your system is underdeveloped. Your pelvis is underdeveloped. I mean, amagumba. Okay, yes, you can have this baby. We've seen the news where you find a 13-year-old having a baby. It's true, but I'm a risky mother. So please, when you're below 18, sex is there, paka. You can
control yourself.
Yeah, and then the way you make your decisions as a teenager is not the same way I make my decisions at my age. So please, you can keep it at that. No lindako. And then the other thing is, we talked of those viruses,
Yeah,
HIV and HPV.
There's also
Their
hepatitis B.
contraction is higher because of their membranes. Skin yako, like trust me, they are just young girls. Yeah, so it's very easy. The secretions are not as much as someone after puberty.
Yeah.
So you can easily contract these viruses. So, but okay, with that advice, now let's get back to your question. Into the dangers.
Yeah, these young girls every
Yeah.
day yalowooza mugamba you
I had a friend who used to sell pills like at hostel.
emergency pills.
Yeah, kale nga ye kyakolamu business. Not in a medical school, but the normal universities.
Kitegeera.
Naye ng'abaana bakakima every weekend the same face. Yagamba paka kati yeewunya, but God has been graceful to these people. They are doing well. Yeah, but it has its own effects.
Yes, nange kimanyi bakyogera.
It alters your hormones. They get so disorganized.
True.
Yeah.
Naye nga chances z'okufuna embuto ziba zikyaliyo.
Scientifically teziba nyingi. Yeah, but with God's grace, people thrive. Yeah, people thrive. But there is a reason as why it's called an emergency pill.
True.
You cannot. Yes, you can have your emergency money, but you don't use it every day because you said it's emergency money. So if this is an emergency pill, you cannot be taking an emergency pill like you planned. Kangendeyo ku Saturday nkamiro regular, that's no longer an emergency.
No daira no ku Saturday naye bannange.
So these are pills that were organized for like maybe rape, maybe like those things. Maybe I've gotten family planning, nete naba kukola, because in the first few days they kola.
Yeah.
So ebate nakola, then they be like, take a pill as we wait for the family planning to be effective.
I saw you advertise something like backup pill. Very interesting. So, I want to understand that thing of backup pill. Is it the same as the way you see an emergency, like in terms of usage? Do you use it also like one of those days? Over for it, it's okay. One of those days every month, pushing. I don't know.
The backup pill is like, it's an emergency pill.
Yes.
Meant for emergencies. Like,
it's also like an emergency pill.
So it is the other pills that I was still advertising, the one called Well Plan. Now these are daily pills.
Okay, so so got those ones, and I think you've heard of those misconceptions. Anyway, I don't know. I think like one is their bodies still. They say up to now the issue of dryness. So Well Plan, over for it, it's more natural. When you first go and they first check your body, I hear that they have to first check and see if it suits your body or hormones, whatever, for you to use it. Because if some of us might get a dry or pill, you can every day.
Yeah, waliwo abagenda n'agula n'amira nga tebamukebedde ne waba abasooka ogende wa doctor ne bamukebera, but the best thing is to see a medical personnel. It can be a doctor, it can be a gynecologist, can be a midwife, as long as it's a medical personnel. And then you're explained to all types, so that by the time you choose Owabulijo, you've heard what everything does, side effects, and the mechanism. Or they do the blood test to see how are your hormones. And sometimes when we're asking these questions, we get to know hormone eno yeri wansi eno yeri waggulu. Kati pill jengendo muwa hormones ki oba mulimu zonna bbiri oba mulimu egendo zikiza endala, stuff like that. Then for it, the Well Plan pills, they are daily pills that you take on a daily, and the concentration in each pill is okay for daily use, unlike the backup emergency pill. Yeah. The concentration is high, meant for emergencies, so you cannot be taking it every day. Every week you can't.
So about the dryness situation, what happens? Is someone's body? Why do they always talk about
the dryness?
No, I don't know why that. Okay, some women say it's true. It causes dryness, no matter the family. I don't think it's all
It's
family planning methods. I don't think so.
hormonal family planning methods indirectly cause it.
The ones that are hormonal,
Yes.
indirectly cause it because
Yeah.
they've altered the hormones.
There is a hormone responsible for libido, a
yeah.
hormone responsible for the weightness. So what if this hormonal method you got was putting down that hormone? So it can. But then you don't just give up because being wet and having a baby olondeko chimu really. So we would suggest that there are these supplements that we have for women that can help your body to cope up. Then sometimes the more you use the method, the more your body can sustain it and get back to normal.
It gets back to normal.
Yeah.
So even okay.
So even the pills, you use them for 1 month, you might not be at your best, but by the time you reach month number 3, the body has copied up.
So it's exactly these people that give up so easily. Just 1 month, you're getting nausea,
Yeah.
you're getting some weird appetite, and you give up easily. Maybe you've
actually,
patient at all.
All these family planning methods. So it's not a must, but most times it's all lunge as you start. But you keep doing it and the body really gets better.
So these girls who come at you, go midwife, you see a young girl as a kuzala no lubuto. What do you do? Do you talk to them? Do you get confused? No kamneka na akana. Kwa mbuyoba. Abamu ndoza just ndoza muli bawiro busunda katikati mkwe. Ufacho kusima wakeze kwebamba. Kwa batugamba bukale ndoza sometimes obera bazadde chikunyiza ndoza mulinoga.
Yeah.
Na kunyiza then it comes off as if it's rude. Kumbe bambi in your head you're like really shoka surprisingly tawali na muliko. Tobambo bambu musajja zewo bambu.
Ngazeka.
Mbwabamu ba family zasemanyo bajja ne mukwano gwe family bwalowola banoga aleka.
Azene chali iwe ne family temanyi nako.
Waliwo n'ebyo.
Kati I think ekituyambako okusoma about these things nti kutegeera muntu nga bwazze. Kyekintu ekisooka because you can see one kolaba alina all the money nenga azadde ku 40 n'ogamba she had the money ng'aluddewo
okuzaala.
That is omuntu omutegeera nga bwali. So usually ono omwana wabazze nga for example she's 14 years or 16 years be it 18 ogenda okwogera naye nga there are things she didn't know.
Wow.
Waliwo abaana gwogera naye nagamba musawo mukwano gwange ku ssomero yaŋŋamba bwe mira panado 3 sigenda kola ki funa lubuto. Yeah, nosanga omulala nagamba nze baŋŋamba bw'omira panado 6 bw'omira flagyl osimanya mmeka. So there are those myths bambi bano abaana bato ze balina.
Nange dawalo yanimbako nti by the way bw'onya kukakola omungi tebijja
ate okiraba
abagasimba ebifulumya naye ekya panado nakiwulirako true.
Yeah, ate panado kiri too much.
N'amanda simanyi obadde ekiwuliddeko kuboogera amanda gano n'omira ku makya bagakola bati I don't know.
You know, so it's not true. Then what? Okay, bingi. So you talk to this little girl ng'ajja kulaga nti kituuka n'initiative byagaana bugaani. Naye nga initiative gye yatwala yali nfu. So before you judge this little girl, trust me, maybe. Then there's another girl who said, the man said if you had sex when you are standing, they would just pour out. Which wasn't true. So bambi tebamanyi omusaka ngera yali takyagala nga yagezaako then omwana omusanga omusajja yangamba bw'ati yannimba so that empowerment maybe yamugamba ajja muterawo business bwamusajja bintu bingi nnyo.
Olwo nagamba nti after the sex situation immediately you go and squat. You squat for like 2 minutes, you won't get pregnant.
Oh my goodness.
Okubira nagamba tekisoboka. Kisoboka. Mbona ending up bumping
Yeah, so it's usually that bad. Baba n'ensonga ezo usually the school yoli waba kugamba nti yali tasoma nagamba kati nkole ki nga yalaba tekyakyawadde kiddako mu bulamu okujjako okuzaala.
Kikane gwazaalidde addusi.
Yeah, but mostly the myths is common with the myths. So we try going to schools and we talk to those in adolescence and all that puberty. We talk to them too. Olero gala akwandikidde akapapula n'akakuweereza nga the question owulire ennaku naye nga akulaga yandikikoze.
Era nkubuuza ko bakimanyi babeera amateeka
Kati tosobola kajjigira bambi oyogera naye so that omulundi oguddako talufuna. Oba noyogera naye how if she can abstain, because there are those nga gwe gwabadde gusoose she was so green and she's not interested to have it again. Then wabawo omulala nga you just need to tell her about methods, the true methods that can prevent her from conceiving.
Bana abazaalala basirusira abavubuka abasajja balimba buno obwana nti waluse expositions nga you won't get pregnant. Bambi nako ne kalowooza bituufu.
Ate nno wandiregambye nti nga balimba waliwo abalowooza bituufu. That's why we want to engage these men, because we are talking to the girls, but omusajja wajjanga he has a phone to give the little girl ate n'amugamba ebimits
nti ntofayo in position tekisoboka tosobola kufuna.
Mugambe gye bali nga ye bw'alowooza paka kati nga ye amanyi.
Lwalo noli akugamba nti withdraw tosobola kufuna. Tosobola kufuna lubuto.
A withdraw has low percentages.
No, people. I think it's not for the week. Abasajja bagamba musibyangola bagamba waliwo oli agamaze eri kafulu.
Anti kati nayo yeefula kafulu. Let's talk about that first ejaculation yeeyo. When they are getting lubricated as they start, they don't know that sometimes sperms escape without their consent.
They don't know.
Yeah, nga not the actual coming, but at the starting minutes how they can escape. Kati oli naye fula mbuye kafulu. Kumbe remember we just need a few to have a baby. We don't need the whole thing.
Yeah, then yena kugamba no better withdraw. No mugamba nti kati I'm pregnant kati kisoboka. Nako kakamba olujja muno gasijja lujjamu. End of God 9 months omwana amufana. Withdraw method. Anange era zine wonya bayita Mr. Why waliwo bayita Mr. Withdraw. Naye amanyi wakabi nzina withdraw kisoboka buno aba yategedde dda awulira naba yanadduka ngamba mukwano. That's why I'm praying banange you also sensitize them on that.
Yeah, want to start approaching the men.
Yes. Namu abafumbo nga you're telling your wife nti no, don't go into family planning withdraw method ejakola you rather use condoms. In my mind thote bazagala. What do you think of these scented condoms?
The what?
The scented condoms. Is it the
reason? Is it namakawo?
That's why bambaga maziba bawunya bambaga maziba infections over bekwasa.
Scented. Wow.
Like chocolate.
Chocolate. Flavor. So
flavor. Vanilla. To spice up the whole thing. But some people say those flavors relate to infections. I don't know how true that is. Then abalala bagamba those they still bring anyway. As a lubrication, but then they say they still get dry. You know, it doesn't mean that you won't get dry, even though there is flavor, bichi. Chiriwari. And then others they say, they say, well, actually they contribute to the bad odor. You know, a woman gets from down there. I don't know how true that is still. So simani.
So the flavors to cause a bad smell.
Can they?
I thought they cause a good smell. So
can't even simani. Because men up to now, I think midwife. Bagamba.
Tokunyanga tetukuva ku condom. Yawunye after or before?
Tetumanyi. I think midwife.
The flavor was there to make the smell better. I tell you, it's smelling bad.
But do you ever get those cases where a woman comes, you know, I know that moment is critical. Overcutting, you're going to check them that they are hygienically not well.
There is a myth that is going on, or that goes on in some women's minds, mostly towards labor. Yeah, but
why?
It's a myth. You can bathe even in Ngabitanse Kuluma. You can go take a shower. You know. So
why do they say that?
It's a myth. I don't know. Oli nagamba nti kati yamugambye not to shower until she's done delivery. So najanga awonya si bulungi.
I know.
But then ekirala, the smell is usually related to infection. So any woman out there, the moment you smell, actually, the moment you notice the smell, you're not supposed to notice it that much. Yeah, it's supposed to be like as if it's absent.
Yeah.
So the moment it's noticed, there are many types of smells that I can't name, but the moment you notice it, you're not supposed to notice it. You're not supposed to just be there and smell yourself. It means something is not right. Yeah, you just go for a checkup. You're not supposed to have a loud smell.
Yeah, it's supposed to be there actually, but they are not loud.
Yeah.
Then let's talk about hygiene. This thing that people still debate on, like inserting a finger. Do you advise it as a midwife, like inserting a finger to clean that area? Others say don't insert a finger. Use soap. Don't use soap. I don't know, like, but if you're going to use soap, don't use the scented one. Then I think you've seen the V-wash situation. I don't know, like what do you think about that whole thing? Like, just
we don't recommend any. We don't. We recommend water. Mazzi gatukula.
I got it plain.
Agavulija gatukula agona, you know. So for those that don't use showers, ngokosa bath or bucket.
Yeah.
The first thing you do in the bathroom is to wash your genitals before you start using soap or changwe, because that soap gets soap. That water gets soapy. So you're supposed to start with your genitalia so that it's pure, clean water. So we don't advise into scented over non-scented over, you know, ditto, what no. But for these other things that are on market, I cannot debate about all of them.
Yeah.
But notice the pH. Is it the right one? pH, and then the content. They explain it their way. So if you're buying it, make sure you don't just go into a pharmacy and you just buy.
And then inserting a finger?
For the insertion, no, it's not advised.
Even though you've washed your hand, your finger, your nails well, and
it's not advised at all. At all. Really? All our inside parts clean up themselves. Wow. For us, we just clean the outside.
But then I think there after the monthly periods, it's okay to do the steaming. That's okay. Or still there, you're still skeptical about
For the steaming, it depends on what you're using. And still, I'll emphasize still with the pH. So that heat you're sitting on, isn't it going to spoil that pH? Or if you're if you're altering the acidity, that thing has its own environment that is so natural.
Yeah, I was told. Yeah.
So with whatever you're doing, you have to just be keen and you changing it. And also it has the natural organisms that keep it protected from infections. So if you're only put a ganjula, you're just killing all the you're just making sure.
But there's good and bad bacteria.
Yeah. So the bad bacteria we usually get antibiotics or the medicine being given by the doctor to remove them. So at the moment you're doing well, fine, and then I'm sitting on hot things to I'm putting the other one.
They're herbals, you know.
That's above natural organisms. Also, we are sigala. So that's how you find the lady in Garata because UTIs.
Because wamanyira gunde, okay.
You're making your own
even
environment.
Whatever the bad bacteria wazigira wazita.
Yeah, the good ones is on our
the good ones wazita. So we have recurrent infections all the time.
Yeah, and then those that insert the finger, yeah, now we have recurrent because they get the bad because the inside is meant to wash itself.
Yeah.
So when the liquid comes out, you've gone to shower and then you're busy with your finger putting back because you think you're cleaning.
Yeah, because you're cleaning the whole area in your mind.
Yeah, you realize most of the ladies that keep coming back for but how do you clean up? Yeah, I put my finger. No, stop it. You're just supposed to. The cleaning is like sores. You don't do any insertion. Someone can say, having long nails, how do you clean up?
Yeah, right.
Because I'm not meant to insert. I'm not meant to insert. So
that is something most ladies have failed to understand up to now. Anyway, like
the way you see the ears, you see that
Yeah,
We
wax,
just
sometimes when they
clean
wax.
one ewasoka.
Yeah.
Even beats the nostrils.
Waliwo akwata bugundi buno bu earpads. Nayingizamu and most doctors say
that's
it's
right.
really bad because you're pushing the earwax still inside. Watch it even at the end of the day before your car.
Yeah.
That's how
That's why when you're showering, just kagalo can noise now that's enough.
The nostrils, like what happens like with the nostrils?
Like for example, you're in a dusty area. And then that dust is trapped there. You just
Double
get
hairs.
like a flu nogama allergy because it's trying to clean out. This system is the body parts clean
So check out those
themselves.
people that remove nose hairs, like bajama obo bugundi mu. You've seen those things? Na kwata na bujam.
You're not supposed to.
Now waxing. I mean, they do it, but they're being so clean.
Anange chochicho.
Actually, yeah.
Anange nakuzi biyitiridde.
Era gwabera mu kimanyi olaba ebintu n'ogamba bannange ekiri eno.
Tulaba ku social media ne tugamba bannange.
Misconceptions.
People are making money out of people's misconceptions and myths.
Thank you.
Osanga omuntu atali informed.
Ate gali serious, ate jjukira kasobera confident by the way. Oli ayimirira nga si doctor n'abeera serious. N'agamba kano ke mulaba kano bwe katekeyo ogenda kwewuunya.
Kakati gwe bw'oba olaba mirundi emeka gy'ogenda mu clinic n'ogamba doctor sooka ontage wano license yo olyoka onkoleko.
Tekibaawo.
Muneetujja buziire.
N'olaba eddagala n'ogamba kakati nze kolaba olubuto olunuma ndibwetulira n'abeera sinaakudiagnose nga byakuwadde tebikola. Novaawo n'ogenda awo.
Ekirala with the way money is made, it's hard for someone to tell you the reality. You know, you just need to change your hygiene. Ekyo kisinga kisanga mu ba midwives eno mu labour ward yaffe. But with clinics that are making money, mukwano. Ojja kujja buli week naye nga
because finally we want to make money. Because at some point I think now abagamba I think with the infections, I remember there's a time you told us infections okwewonya UTIs. I think it's about hygiene, right? Infection tezinzigwako because they might not even be sexually active. Mengo omukazi agamba naga infection zifukide infection ate abasajja bagamba abawala batambuza infection abataabo ana abawala bato batya
abawala bato
unanga bwe bagamba abawala batambuza infection. What do you think causes that recurrent thing? How should we avoid it? Like what wrong things are we doing for starters? I'm
going to start with the simplest things as I go to the complex. So for the simplest things that start on a daily thing, we've discouraged douching using the fingers.
The douching ojiganya.
Now let's talk about knickers today.
Tell me.
People wearing G-strings. Next, silicone.
Then there are those ones that they are well shaped there. They live in
the breed. Akagoye msawo ninga kenkana waka kaliko ninga nakagoye kaliko si cotton.
Kata obumu buliko bu string everywhere kati nga it breathes.
Akati bobo to devote how
do you breathe? Does I be breathing all time? I don't know. But then someone said, but at some point you don't know that you're even collecting dust.
When you're leaving it to breathe.
So with
the knickers, first we shall just encourage two things. It must be cotton, 100%.
100% cotton.
A chokubiri not tight.
It doesn't have to be a tight knicker.
For aeration.
Aeration. Katiza butimba, what happens? Like bukwata mangu, I don't understand. Dust. Why?
Yeah, trapping a mangu.
Ate wanga katimba na yenga wakati cotton. Have you seen those ones?
Make sure that cotton is real cotton and
it's
big 100%.
Enough.
Yeah, 100% cotton and big enough. Well, walozola banga katini nyonga bakatade ko kwekwasa. It has to be big enough. That cotton. Yeah, so those are for the knickers, and still for the knickers, let's change knickers every 6 months.
You're kidding. Bamba mala 2 years impare yagira bakowabi.
Mungagira bakowabi.
Yajagala nyanya. Bajipanga kirabo. Nga wasi na wala
ati for 2 years kasubiro jambalanga once a month no katerekawo kalabeko anjagalaka. So yeah.
So basically, you at least after 6 months, you know kuchusa nikayu.
Yeah, no chusa.
Okay.
No discarding off.
No
Buy
great.
others. Yeah.
Then after.
Or because not all of us can afford to buy decals every 6 months, get your decals, wash them. You know, there is this washing gatunaba. Most of us do it chap chap. No kawali. But you can get time, wash them all at once. And then you hang them under the sun. Yeah, you can do it every week. You can do it every 2 weeks. You hang them under the sun. But you know, put pegs, hang them under the sun.
Them. Yeah. Then detergents no,
because whatever soap you're using wouldn't matter. How much? Yeah, so that by the time
that's another problem they do.
Yeah. So after the tight stuff, tight things and tight whatever, let's go on the feeding.
Oh, feeding is also important.
Yeah.
Really? Feeding, talk about body feeding related infections, now.
So most things are not direct, but they become indirect and they make you suffer. Now with basically UTIs now it can be that your immunity is low. Your immunity being low, it can be with your feeding. We encourage local food.
Chicken, chips.
No, gorilla, no, pizza. Okay, I'm guilty. Yeah, so you can have proper feeding because man, these things have
organic food is also organic.
You know, balanced diet. Primary network.
Chips chicken soda. Chips liver soda.
Now we wife material basaba local food mbufe wetsaba chips.
Ukangambye bade singumanyi gundi. I'm still single. Pizza pagundi. Abali oluwombo, your wife material, nyokola oluwombo nyokola katemene njimalawo. Anti akakumanya wife material wakola. Ate kati fe abayaye fe abagira fe to parking anogamba munange my dog is at home kumbo genda bidira ne waka. My dog. So shaka sabatali mutwe kwa sammele pack for my dog please. Kumbe yegwe mbwa mbogera kuli waka. So
yes, still with the feeding. Let's talk about sugary things. When someone is, too much sugars can predispose us to UTIs.
Or when you I understand.
Too much sugars can predispose us. Yeah.
Chai, take musukali all the time. The cholia too a lot of sugar. It can also expose us to those infections.
Yeah.
Go nowhere kwasa toilet, ngakumbe it's your bad eating.
Yeah. So these are they're not direct, but they are predisposers. Then that's when we go into let's screen for cervical cancer.
Then
you can also test for HIV. You tell someone we're going to test for HIV. Yeah, because these viruses usually put our bodies down. Now it goes back to our low immunity. Yeah. So when you're having some other untreated diseases, you can be having recurrent UTIs.
Speaking of infections, we are almost done. Talk about it. First of all, these towels, yeah? What are you gamba? Basikazi mbewunya. Nokata towel. Towel yemwe towel gyokucha. Obaso okunaba. Wabalo okunaba face. Ina. Eyo. Neno nokulema. Ebigere. Bese kwali nenkera some story. Then bawo abaze abamu. Njomusimu zanagamba you people. Nagamambo, there should be a towel. Like each body, okay, not each body, but like a face has to have its own towel. This area, because it's very sensitive, a lot of people think it has to have its own towel. I thought you can tell it's going to really, really put on.
It was a China Common Tawel Sam. Sawano, and no longer some power.
And those are Satumbo. Those are sort of no bubidi.
I saw someone posting that towel. Towel in the end parts.
Yes.
What are the use of these end parts?
Here.
I saw it on internet.
So this one is for here and here. Then the
Anyway.
middle one is for
But I would
budgets.
Okay, I would just say two things about that. It's soccer. Like ngomuntu nga myonje ebyaddala tawel kosa ennaku nga 3 oba 2.
Ate depending on the color.
Not color.
Eya white no mwagirabye nga wakamala
okumu.
Eya white yo banayo nako.
So that's why it's like 2 or 3 days at most.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter over black, over brown or what.
You know?
Yeah. So that the best thing is to have a bright color. Otherwise, over a brown.
Waliwo we nataka yo post ne mbabuuza lumu. That was some months back to Twitter yange ne mbagamba oba X now. You know how long do you change towel? Like how long are you supposed to change a towel? First replies, especially from men. We are supposed to change towels. Remember, you're kidding me. Remember you. Oh my God. Baina banji. Never come what? What for 3 years? What are you saying?
Tawelo. Akyusa akatimba k'ensiri oyo.
Sikiwagamba akasenya. Abana akasenya. Kasenya ne kamugamba bane mbadde nkusaba tusase.
Tawelo emeza ogikyusa. Kate nizo zokyusaako.
Bebo. Atuko kubewa landlord myaka 5 n'agenda ne katenize nga zidduka. Ko lwazoza in fact.
But at least to settle for 2 to 3 days. That's why it's not good to have one.
But buying a new one, or maybe what do you think?
I think it depends on the body of the
what was it durable?
Yeah. Was it durable? But the washing should be 2 to 3 days. And then for the face, you know our faces are more sensitive. Face towels.
Those are different, yes.
Actually, we know them as face towels, but it's a few of us who have them in the bathroom as face towels.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Yeah.
Tukuze tubumanyi akalika face towel. So now the face should for the face it's cleaned every day or use every day.
So what I do because when I go to amanya goes I buy these forgotten how they call them.
They're like
disposables.
Yeah.
Zembugula nembuga amanya go ganna.
Yeah, that is better because it's a daily thing. Of course, like a face towel every day.
So this applies to men as well, like when it comes to the infections.
Yes.
Underwear. Underwear notia.
Never nice.
Noga musajja watu.
Nabera nakonga wakati kagubye wewe.
Wakati kagubye nabera nakomba waliwo kwa jia tugambe nabera nakomba abasajja bereje bagenda mu sauna najja mu underwear. Ngane wakati umanyika string gune toka nekola muka string wait obanga musiro gwako cha acid abasajja bene bagamba
oyo mata chimachi musauna
bekaza
uragenda singa nagula yakapya ibadna
negone kane bakazima mulima na mweba omusajja nomuleka natambula bwatyo ate omusajja mbiye nakajja nakola bajokola omusajja bwafulu
nakola ata
nakola bwati ngagenda kambale mugona mulaba mu parking ngavuze mavuge motoka nene gamba yine namwe bakazi babe waka
nenda tibane be waka olumu we waka ya mukowa olumu ngomusajja you know there is this personality mustavaako kake ojimanye yo personality mustavaako kake akantu kakadiwa nakagwali nenga watoka kasoko buza
ne webale ne womugira ndawe agamani agamugira ndawe sekeza bakugambye ujokwanira enugamba banani
but buyonjo applies to both genders
so even the lifestyle change be shift. So you can't date as we remind you can't date a mean guy, a mean man.
A mean guy?
That's all.
That's a mean guy.
Say, stingy guys.
Kati stingy. Omanyi a stingy person is like watugamba mindo za bakitwala oba ku sente kokka. Min kitegeeza alina empisa embi. Lwaki nze mandating omuntu alina empisa embi? Like Charlie so human.
Just stingy. Nga sente okuzikuwa by the way.
Takwagala.
Really?
I believe men who don't give money don't like that person.
So how do you determine that first day when you go out on a date? No gamba, oh no, if he doesn't give you anything.
First day?
Some money.
The conversations matter a lot, at least in Nimba Mubigambo. No, like when you're talking to this person first day, ayinza utazikuwa, but what you were talking about. And you get to know what you're having. And then the behavior after first date
matters. Let me say you've gone to his place to visit for the first time and you're finding that the place is terrible.
Ngabno underwear wetugana.
Ebyo bakate ebiswana ebimusibyoze obuliri buli butya.
Does that prove that he's single?
You would need such a man?
No. Okay, abagenda kumenya as a married woman. Because
now at some point there's no way you're going to leave that house ngato yonjeza.
Wala bintu. Wanje?
Oba ino kulongoza.
Friend level. When I have a boy, omigizako basics nchechikopo neswani babiteka wano. You know, acha mtu anasobola na pretending account someone is coming to visit.
Yeah,
you're a liar. You're a liar.
Because this is that there are women abatambula many guys mukubiranga every once a week at Janalongosa. You know, no gama toso amwita nakulo.
And if you can't zokusasula someone, we call it. Okay, all we bisokera because me, I pay attention to the smallest details. Not all we bisokera ngamba at least. So one nazemo wiki namba msingi. Emede yonone say, you know that kind of laziness. I tell you, chivachi. Because me, I believe in marriage. There are moments that the man takes over the woman's views. Like it happens. I don't know, but maybe mchala rade, maybe she has traveled. Kwati wanage na muleba wadi. Aina kusoka kuba muleba wadi okudeka okujeso wani uyajireka kudu. Daini. Kati waliwo bambi abatisosa.
Nenga wachale ku girlfriend level regardless, like would you still advise a girl out there or you yourself to do some house chores? Because that's still a debate these days. They're like, if you come, you know.
Abakola house chores, they were believing in cohabitation. But what's as a okubera wa msajja bikole katogenda kubibuka.
Kugenda yogenda no visiting no komawo.
Visiting ku weekend.
No komawo. Oba obera ogamba ndi visitor sijja bikola.
Ati ku weekend renzize. Kansubira ngena koza sowani yange na iyo je tulidde. Bashi nsanga weza week. Katanga waliwo enzo bikuterekera sebo.
Jebali.
Kati atoyo nedda.
Nali manyi munange bali mali bagambe gwe no sago musajja bitira nagenda kujja kusirade.
Tosanga jini n'amasuka.
Naleka jini bira ande we angazitadde mugundi mu packet pack. No no dawali.
Leo sajja kibamanyiza kirakola bo amanyiza nti omanyi okufunya jini.
Dada ya kikola.
Wefula atamanyi jjukunyola.
Okitegera olaba nakuguma. Eno mutukalira bagiro gero kulaba nga abalala balabiri.
Mano tuka marriage no shocking.
Bebe batandikane bagamno omwana yakyuka. No gamba bukwa.
Because it can be the vice versa. So zoza katinga no nyampeta. Nentukayo ngane boxer saji kwatako.
They
are married ningo tuke wakaja makasatike nakakunya nakapale nabiteka wali. Nalyoka yebaka. Nenga ino mukazi waka. Nenga tosanga omukazi ngabi mukolera hostel nga bacha dating so what for me the vice versa.
Okitegera natuka emmere nagera negirira emmere nalya nagenda.
Abana banonya kati empeta in all ways.
We have to be nice. Naina basajja nabo bayaye bagamba. When it's too nice, they know something is not right.
Abambye banonya.
No, you're right. Naga, I stopped impressing men because these men can embarrass you. Me, I rather be me.
I tell you, usually the person who does those things,
that's the truth. Nakabela like a million times.
Then nafuno liga. Taina chali amukolede namuwasa.
No gena no join a booby no gena was washing the job which much never pull again by the way.
We didn't have nabubi na first.
They do. Na kwata mnalongo sebisenge lanji na. Nyumba nenda mneunya fresh nenga N'abona n'okugamba ka statement.
Men know.
Omusajja ali kuwasa.
So there's something I believe that a man knows a wife when they meet one.
They can
Ne oba tonnayoza jean ye kasita akulaba oba nayogera naawe aba akimanyi.
Better that's naddala kati aba bali ready okusetulinga. They always think of the brain.
You feel like something has connected. They will know. You don't have to first clean in Nabobi, Madinisa. Men will know. Men know who they want.
I know. That's what manyira bumanyizi. Nakumalira obudde.
Kyova asooka kumira piilu nga bw'ogambye. Omulala najja wiiki ejja n'amugamba tojimira mpulira njagala onzaale.
Nga ye atali frustrated.
Naye ng'olawa last weekend yamugambye jimire nga ndaba.
N'essimu agikuba naga mukwano. Ogeza n'okirowoozaako. Then naye n'amwegayirira. Nga baganda lwaki tofuna lubuto. Lwaki tofuna abeera frustrated. Nga tumaliza yantutte Uber guy yesterday. Yangambye nti but no muwala for 7 years kwanza nasooka ne muwanga ssente like nga bwetugenda out muwa ssente mugulira you know like birthday ye muwa Valentine like of course kubanga mwagala. But since this year began I changed. Kwanza what happened, what I do, we're talking out, yes, I make sure that I spend on her, but I no longer give her money. Nemubuza why. Because man, this lady has never spent on me even 10,000. No. No kuba what yandigambye baby. Kuba de kugulideyo kale kako. Nyangamba kati wafunye ntundo ndagamba nemugamba so generation
stock yagala oweebwa.
No stock bambi.
Because long ago really. All you would offer was your ovaries and labor pains. Now bayina ne birthday long ago men didn't celebrate birthday.
Musajja bayagala akujjukiza nakujjukiza by this my birthday tomorrow nogamba aba free. Nga yagala mutwale for shopping omugulire simanye mpira gy'emmotoka whatever. But the guy boldly yangambye yalekeddaawo kati bagenda bazirya babiri ne bwamukubira essimu n'amugamba mbadde njagala kumutwala okubya mugamba siina. Kata zidawo ne bamali but that is weird.
Nafuna gwayagala namuwase.
Mbu yalekeddaawo mbu it seems ne next kata akatagenda okubona bana yaddako.
Agenda sanga oli babyonnona.
Agenda addako mbu omusaba ssente agamba sigaba ssente tugende tulye babiri. Even this man. Thank you so much Musawo. Wekume. Festive season.
I know. Celebrate gang Jetuli. We're not sorry. The
Banga Bambera celebrates during daytime at night. Musawo is singing a Christmas song. No, Musawo. Celibacy.
Yeah, there is more to unprotected sex. People shouldn't forget. Cervical cancer that kicks in later in the years.
And it's these men who actually transfer.
Yeah.
Or bring to us the cervical. But I'm gonna go for a checkup next year. I'm gonna do it because I feel like I've been pushing for long. So I'm gonna do it in the way we did what the viduma. And then I see where I start. If I'm good, perfect. So if I'm good, but never
they schedule you for the
vaccination. It doesn't matter how old you are, they can still give you the vaccination.
As long as you've screened. And you're sure you're negative.
Thank you so much, Musawo. Till next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.